Hello, it's Mariko, aka Gamerwife of Gamerwife.com, and I'm back with another favorites video! Yay! Here's what I've been loving for the month of June 2015. Alright, first things first are a couple of makeup favorites. This first thing, I know everyone on YouTube who's like a beauty guru raves about these things, but it's the L'Oreal Color Infallible, and it's in Magnetic Coral. Yeah, I discovered the combo of coral and purple while browsing Pinterest for eye makeup looks, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So this is a big fave. I'm loving coral eyeshadow, and you can like blend it with like bronzes and golds, or like do like a contrast thing and pair it with like some purples or an aquamarine or something. So yeah, loving this for summer. Next up is a lipstick. This is actually the lipstick I'm wearing right now. This is from the Maybelline Color Sensational Vivids line. So this is a new color. This is Vibrant Plum. I really got into wearing purple lipstick. I never would have thought that, you know, what seems like a really freaky color on the tube could look so pretty on my lips. So that's encouraged me to branch out and actually try some of these funkier shades and see how they look. So this is also a favorite. Alright, we're just dashing through these. Next up are some entertainment favorites. Actually, the rest of the things I'm going to be talking about really are entertainment favorites. So this past month, Rick and I have spent an absolutely obscene amount of money on board games. You know, with the pocketbooks are tight-ish, so it means we're not going out as much, so we can kind of justify that by buying things that'll encourage people to come to our house. So yeah, so these are the board games we've been playing. The first one is Smash Up. This is a pretty popular game. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. It's been on like tabletop and all those things. It's a really fun game. It's kind of strategic, but not super strategic. It's a card game where basically there's different factions. The factions all have different mechanics. It's all really fun, geeky stuff. Like robots and zombies and those kinds of things. And then each player has to pick two factions, mash them together. That's your deck for the game. And so the strategy is constantly changing depending on what cards you get, what cards other people have. It tends to be pretty fast-paced. Turns out I'm actually really good at it, which I'm not normally very good at board games, like not naturally. Rick is a ringer, like especially like super high strategy games. He plays a lot of chess, so that probably has something to do with it. It's really one of those games that you can kind of learn on the fly. Easy to learn, hard to master, super high recommend from me. This is The Witcher board game. Rick is currently playing through Witcher 3 and is just on like this total like all Witcher all the time kick. And so we got the board game to play with some of our other Witcher obsessed friends. It's interesting. It's a very long game, I have to say. As far as strategy, you know, it's not like a Risk or, you know, any of those kinds of games. There is like a narrative component to it, because it's for up to 4 players, and each player is going to be controlling a character from The Witcher. So you're either Geralt or Triss or Marigold, or I think there's also a dwarf character. I think it's Zoltan, the dwarf. And they all have like different mechanics and things, and there's lots of dice and lots of cards and lots of moving parts. Unless you're really into The Witcher and The Witcher mythology, I don't know how much you'd get out of this game, to be totally honest. You're supposed to play 3 turns. We have yet to play more than a 2-round game, and it takes forever. And I actually won. Again, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, if you're into the Witcher video games, definitely check this out. I think it's a really cool addition to the kind of Witcher universe. But for people who aren't a fan of The Witcher, it's a hard recommend, just because it does stick so close to the mythology. This one was Rick's birthday present. Birthday present. This is Dead of Winter. This one is super cool. Again, very, very narrative board game. This one probably even more so than the Witcher game. It's a cooperative game, so everyone is working towards a single goal. It's basically, if you've ever seen like The Walking Dead, you're basically playing a group of survivors, but you're up north, so you have the temperature is an added obstacle against food, morale, and zombies, obviously. You get to control lots of different characters all at the same time. They all have different special abilities or bonuses. It's pretty fast-paced for a game with so many moving parts. And on top of the shared goal, each player has their own individual goals as well. So you could be dealing with someone in your group who's actively trying to sabotage you, or whose own personal goals could end up screwing up the main goal for the group. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of psychology and a lot of storytelling, because there are events that can happen before each player's turn that will introduce new characters, cause events for other characters. So a lot of narrative stuff going in. So if you're, it's good if you're into like RPGs, traditional RPGs, or like role-playing games, or just more narrative-based games. Definitely check it out. If you're into cooperative games like Pandemic, I think it's really worth a look. We're learning about the different mechanics of how it works with 2 players versus 4 players. Yeah, so we're going to be playing it a bit more. But yeah, this has already won like a heap ton of awards, and if you're into like, these kind of more complex European style games, definitely give that one a look. Definitely give that one a look. That's everything that I was loving in June. I'm so happy to be back making videos for you guys. If you like this video and you want to see more, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Maybe ask your friends to check me out and subscribe if you're into that. You could follow me on Twitter at GamerWifeBlog. You can follow me on Instagram at Mariko_MTL. And of course, you can keep up with all of my adventures at Gamerwife.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.